about you, but I know for me as an out-of-town buyer, I can look online and find some great properties, but I have no idea what the neighborhoods are like. That's why I've created Campbell River Neighborhood Tours. Join us for this series as we tour you around all the different neighborhoods in Campbell River so you can really get a feel for where you're about to live. So on today's Campbell River Neighborhood Tour, we are touring Campbell River North. Now this is my favorite Campbell River neighborhood. Campbell River North is where I grew up in a place called, nicknamed the Fish Streets or Holly Hills. And the Fish Streets were where a lot of the housing was built for people working in Elk Falls Mill at the time. So that Ford over here on your left. So it's a bit of a mixed neighborhood up here. Like I said, you've still got a little bit of industrial, and then you've got some farmland on the way up here. Holly Hill Farms over here. They've got a petting zoo there. They have sometimes where they open up the farm and you can go and see some attractions with the animals and everything there. This is Spring Road. So this is some of my old stomping grounds as a teenager. We used to hang out here. We used to trick or treat here. Most of the properties here are about half an acre. And homes on this street will sell from anywhere from a small rancher, maybe around $650, up into some of these bigger homes that will sell for close to $1 million. So it's a bit of a mix here. We are now on Steelhead Road, just coming up to Steelhead Road at the stop sign here. This is where my best friend Tracy lived, and her sister Paula and her brother Ray. So spent a lot of time in that house right there. We are now going to head to Coho Road, Chum Road, Rainbow Road, Dolly Varden Road. And again, you get a mix of properties up here as well. You know, you've got some little ranchers in the $650 range. You've got some other houses in the $1 million range. You don't see a lot of movement around here. You know, people that, like I can tell you around here that a lot of the people that were here when I was growing up are still here. So you don't see a high turnover in this neighborhood. So we're on Rainbow Road here now, and let's see, I sold that house, sold it for a couple of years ago for in the 600s, and now they would be 900 and something. There's a few other houses I've sold on this street in the 300s that have tripled in price, say in the last 5 years. So yeah, things have gone up, and it's not as cheap to get into this neighborhood as it once was. But it's a beautiful neighborhood to grow up on, and you know, there's no traffic up here except for local traffic. There's no reason for anybody else to be coming up this way except if you live here. So really safe neighborhood. Kids can play out on the street. You can play hockey out on the street if you want to. We're gonna hit Dolly Varden here pretty soon. And then another really cool thing is the trail that gives you access right down to the river. That's a public trail. So I'll show you that in a minute here. Just a beautiful beautiful neighborhood to grow up in, and we've got one property in the whole area for sale right now. Now we're at the very top of what's called Fish Heights right now, or Holly Hills. Overall in Campbell River, overall in North America, yes, prices have been coming down substantially. I don't see it ever coming down to, where prices were 5 years ago. Certainly not. But a correction for a couple of years. Yeah. Things are still selling really good. They're just not selling at the inflated prices that they have been over the last 2 years. So, as long as sellers are reasonable and are happy with what they're getting, then things are still selling, and even in multiple offers. Up here is the Woodburn Trailer Park, so you can live in Holly Hills affordably into this family park that's here. And right in front of us is the access to the river. So if you take this little trail down, it's quite steep, so you want to be careful going down there. But you can get onto the logging road from there, cross the logging road, and then you'll hit the river trails and be right at the river. Thanks so much for joining us on this Campbell River neighborhood tour. If you need more information about a particular neighborhood or Campbell River in general, feel free to reach out to us at 250-914-1122.